Choke, no joke, chicky choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, chicky choke, no joke. You know what it is. We here now. You know what it is. Make sure y'all get my movie Cold Blue out on Amazon Prime right now. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my man Tupac Shakur. Shout out to my man Nas Escobar. You know what I mean? Choke no joke, I am in the building. You already know. Oh man. Since we getting closer to the trial, now we in February. So now we only got a month away. You know, it's about to get funky. So now that the dirty Compton pig want to keep bringing my name up again, his code name for me. You know what I'm saying? All he did was put me back on his culo. Pause. You know what I mean? So y'all know what it is. Choke no joke. I'm in the building. It is official. We are live. Don't ask, yo, we live. Yes, we are live. You ain't got to ask about it. Just be about it. Be here. Hit the like button. Notify the other people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Shout out to my membership gang, like CEC Crippen, who's already in the building. All right. Choke no joke. Let's get the show started. You know what it is.
Choke no joke, yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go. Choke no joke, chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke, niggas choke no joke.
You know what it is. Choke no joke. Never did I think hip hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind bars of Kel with penitentiary scars. The man now, is it going too far? Back. Or y'all industry rats, y'all whack. And that's 100. On Pyru, you'll be trapped like Pop, just so he could go viral. Gene saw the nuts of Ja Rule, had the freak off in Diddy's too. You the butt plug shopper, freak door stopper. Nigga, you don't know if you a criminal or cop. But you next to be locked up. Ask Keefy D, telling on yourself on Vlad TV. You dumb nigga, you right, you never be me. And I never be you too, telling on myself on YouTube, sitting on the porch steps, giving on myself. What the fuck I look like? My name G Depp. Comb Legacy Doom. Will the bad boy see time like Loon? Your extortion fell through, your friend and no one, like the moon. Choke no joke. New album coming soon, learn from mistakes part 2. You know what it is. Keep on hating, you know what it is. You know what it is. Keep on hating, you know what it is. Choke no joke. See how the sun come out for me? Hating ass niggas, I'm here. You know what I mean? Y'all all got my name in y'all mouth. My nickname is Tongue now. I'm all in y'all mouths.
Choke no joke, you know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When high show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply, but no, nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Stones powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometimes the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never sold jacks or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face in the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype your cut is back in the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face in the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype your cut is back in the store. They not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with S to B in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is. East Coast, West Coast. Put it up. No palm tree the trees in the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva. And you know I'm far from believing her, so I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang, Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with Kane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the east, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzi playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Smile treatment, you know. Yeah.
It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh, you know what it is. We here now. What up? What up? Shout out to the South Coast. Donnie Draco. All right, we in the building. You know what it is. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on a holiday, even on your anniversary. You know what I mean? Shout out to the brother Esco. You know what I mean? You see it. It's one of my other source covers. Yeah, 2000. I don't know how many of y'all got that one, you know. Since we always talking about pop, we're gonna keep pop right here for that. You know what I mean? You know, as y'all have seen, I've been switching them out. And then my movie Cold Blue is on Amazon Prime. Make sure y'all get that right now when you get a chance. You know what I mean? Or if you're a member, you can watch it. It's in my membership for the only members. Kurt G, what up? I wasn't joking. I ain't no joke. That's my name, brother. I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. Come on in, y'all. Please hit that like button so the notifications could go out and notify the world that a real one is on. All right, let me see who I got in the building. I already know. Rain on me. Tasha, rain on me. No, my girl Tasha Rain in the building. Um, I think I'm gonna go live on TikTok. We're gonna have a good one tonight, baby. Okay, where is my agua? Oh, something. I ain't got no water. Oh man, where's my water, baby? Hold on a second, y'all. Let me grab my water real quick. Can't be sitting here parched. I just came from the gym too. Oh, oh man, I gotta share something with y'all too. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm grabbing water. All right, I'm back. Need some electrolytes. So. Kev, you right on time. Just getting started. Man. I'm trying to stay consistent in this gym. Because Aaron, good looking, Aaron. What up? Because the Choke No Joke birthday cruise is coming up. Hey, everybody that got the that's going to the cruise that already booked it already. Get the Virgin Voyages app. All right. Get that app right there. Because we could get connected right now and we can start planning the stuff that we're going to be doing. And it'll give you all the stuff if you didn't download it already. Right? Like, see? So we got 64 days. Y'all better get in that gym, get and work out, shed off what you can for 6. I'm telling you, 64 days, you're going to look up on the app. It's going to be like, oh, we got 4 days. Yeah. So make sure you download the app. You know what I'm saying? It'll tell you your cabin and everything. It won't tell you everybody's cabin and everything. It'll tell you yours, your information. You could pick what time you want to board the boat. This time I'm boarding the boat early because when you board late, they want you to come and check in and do the safety routine and all that. And when you do it towards the end, then it's like you rushing to try to get before the boat pull off for the embarking and the champagne toast. So it's best, I recommend those that's coming, try to get on the boat as early as you can. You know what I'm saying? I think the latest you can is probably might be like 4:30. You know what I'm saying? But if they ask you what time you want to get on the boat, get when you put it in on the app, tell them early, like freeway. You know what I mean? Try to get in. If you can get on at 2:00, fine. Don't worry about it. Just go in there, get in your room, unpack, go grab something to eat because the food things will be open already, you know, and then, you know, let everybody get on. But the later you get on, you're going to find yourself trying to rush to come link up with us and try to find everybody, you know, but it won't matter. But trust me, the earlier you get on, the better. All right. So all y'all that don't know about the cruise, that want to go on the cruise, it's in April 6th. Hit me up at Choke No Joke at Gmail or DM me right here at Real Choke No Joke on Instagram. And like I said, if you going and you already booked, download the app, you know, and then if you download the app, send me an email or a text. Let me know you got the app, and then I'll share my joint with you, and then we can you'll see the schedule with everybody, you know, the schedule that I'm gonna put together for us. You know, for dinner, entertainment, everything will be all on the app. You ain't gotta look for nothing, you gotta text. Yo, what are we doing? All you gotta do is go to the app, bang. You know what I mean? And you could check in now, you know. So how you check in, you Go in. It's going to give you 6 prompts. You see, I did 4 out of the 6 already. The first one, you're going to do your security photo. You take a photo, and then right here, you add your passport. And then right here, you're going to add your credit card. Then right there, you're going to add your contact person. I mean, you sign your contract right there. Then you add your contact person. And then that's it. And then you'll be ready, like me, 6 to 6, ready to step aboard. But you could book reservations, you could book your food, you could book spa, you could book everything is right here. You know what I'm saying? They got a thing where you shake it like, well, they used to have a thing where you shake it like this and they bring you champagne. But, you know, people drop their phone all the time and stuff like that. So I'm sure they got tired of bringing champagne for nothing.
Breaking news. U.S.
All right, let's get to this. So before I jump right into this Tupac thing, first and foremost, let's, you know, pray for the people in Philly and DC, because if y'all didn't know, there was another plane. Was it a plane or a helicopter? Well, this time it was a plane. First time it was a helicopter crashing into a plane. But there was something that happened in Philadelphia. Like a plane went down. They saying this is a plane. I don't know if it was a plane or not. But it went down right like in the heart of the city, man. Let me pull that up real quick. A medical ambulance transporting a young girl who had just received life-saving treatment crashed on the street Friday near the Roosevelt Mall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Jet Rescue Air Ambulance, the global ambulance flight company operating the plane, said its Learjet 55 crashed while departing from the Northeast Philadelphia airport at about 6:30 p.m. The company said that there were 4 crew members and 2 passengers on the plane at the time: a pilot, a co-pilot, physician, paramedic, pediatric patient, and her mother. They were all Mexican nationals. Damn, all of them? The Federal Aviation Administration confirmed the number of the crew members and the passengers. Air Ambulance spokesperson Shah Gold told the news the patient was a Mexican national who was in the U.S. for life-saving medical treatment. At the end of the treatment, she was released to go home. The plane was scheduled to fly from Philadelphia, to Tijuana International Airport with one technical stop in Springfield, Missouri for fuel, according to Gold. The FAA confirmed that the plane was on its way to Missouri at the time of the crash. The company could not confirm the identities or ages of anyone on board until family is notified, but said it is unlikely there are survivors. The plane was loaded with jet fuel that's highly flammable, Gold said. There is no indication that anybody survived and that the debris filled I would pleasantly surprised to learn otherwise. Air Ambulance is a Mexican registered company that is licensed in Mexico and Florida, according to Go. The aircraft was licensed, insured, and accredited, he said. That's sad, man. They got a lot of videos and stuff, but I'm not going to play it. I'm not. I don't know who's watching. I don't know whose family's involved. I don't want to give nobody no unnecessary trauma. TikTok, what up? So I'm not going to play the videos, but that's crazy, man. I don't know if this seems like an attack or plane crashes is being more highlighted because of this other one just happened the other day, or are we under attack? I guess they'll find out what was the reason why it went down, and I'll revisit the story later. Because that story was published last night, so I don't know. They may have more information right now. I'm not sure. I'll double back on it. But yeah, that was the headline for yesterday news. Bridget, what up? Much love to you. All right. Jimmy, what up? Teddy, what up? Rocky G, what up? So TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. YouTube, I'm live on TikTok. Y'all network. Now, the dirty Compton pig, right? He's sweating. You know what's a hanfler? You know what's a hanfler? It's a pig that don't fly straight, right? So the dirty pig, he's out here once again barking up on the wrong tree because we bring awareness to his lies when it comes to the Tupac Shakur case. You know, there's plenty of us out here that believe he has involvement in it. And the reason we believe that is because he would have no reason to lie if he had no involvement. And he just stayed lying, consistently lying, getting caught in his lies, right? So now that we coming closer to the trial, he's coming on trying to clean up. Excuse me. He's coming on trying to clean up his lies and try to discredit, me and other people on YouTube for bringing awareness to his alleged involvement in this case. Whether it be Tupac or Biggie, right now I'm just referring to the Tupac case. Because that's the one that pisses him off the most, right? Because that's the one that he doesn't have immunity for, right? The Biggie one, he got some type of immunity. You know, he told me, oh, they just offered it to me. Why would they be offering it to you? You want to explain that? Tell them why they are offering it to you. Why would they be offering you immunity if you wasn't a suspect? So would you just rat? We know that already. So why would they offer you immunity that you talking about? You first you told us you had immunity. Then you went and doubled back and said, "Oh, I didn't know. I don't have immunity." They offered it to me, but I didn't take it. But we got you saying you got it. At least I don't know if everybody else got you saying it, but I got you saying it. So you going back and doubling back and changing it and saying, "Oh, you don't," after you say that you did. It would be what? You tell a lie the first time and now you telling the truth? Or was you telling the truth the first time and now you're lying? But the more you keep switching up your story, the more you're in question, right? So, like I said, John, there's only but so much time before that the Las Vegas Metro Police Department and the FBI figure out that this dude is full of crock, right? I don't like this light and how it's splitting. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm a little on the perfectionist side. When it comes to lighting, you got to be right, you know. But yeah. So this guy, you know, he just keep trying to spin everybody every time you get close to cracking the case or people start seeing things for themselves. Here he come, you know, trying to discredit me and other people because we bringing awareness to the situation, right? So I can't even remember what's his new thing. Uh, but I had a few people hit me up because I really don't be trying to watch these dudes. Um, but when a few people hit me up like, "Oh, he talking about you," or "He said this about you," I'll go and tap in and see what was said, right? So what he want us to believe is his story of he even went as far as saying there was 5 people in the car, right? Now, once again, I don't know how Las Vegas Metro Police Department or the prosecutors are working with him, the dirty Compton pig, the drug dealer who he was fresh off a bid, like he still have nightmares of being in the prison. Like he wake up thinking he's still in the prison, not realize he's free. You know what I'm saying? That's how fresh he is from being a criminal. You know, but a lot of y'all keep getting caught up because he used to be a cop. He wasn't even a cop before being a drug dealer. Well, he might have been the drug dealing cop. I don't know, because that's somewhat in his paperwork too. from, I mean, not his paperwork and the informant's paperwork saying that he was drug running while he was at death row, and prior to that, they said when he was on the force, he was selling drugs allegedly too, which I can believe because he said he was a gangster all his life. You can't be a cop and be a gangster. Right. So he want us to believe, right, that Tupac, this is what he always says, right? Oh, Tupac got killed because he jumped on the wrong dude. This dude was a gangbanger. You know, he was serious. He was about that life. He jumped on the wrong dude. That's why he got killed. Right? That's what he want us to believe, right? But then he'll turn around and tell you, Southside killed Biggie because they didn't get their money for killing Tupac. So is it a hit on Tupac, or did that got him killed, or is it because Tupac jumped on some gangbanger that got him killed? You got to make up your mind, buddy. It's one or the other, right? Now, I told y'all, I don't know, a long time ago, sometime last year, I don't know, it probably could have been even 2 years ago, that I told y'all that the Lakewood Mall incident, that incident where they telling you, oh, it was bounty on death row chains, and that's why they had a fight in the Lakewood Mall. I told y'all that was a lie, right? How many of y'all remember me saying that was a lie, right? That story comes from the Dirty Compton Pig, right? This is part of his allegedly orchestrating the hit on Tupac, right? That's where this comes from. Because he also told Frank to lie and say that Tupac was jumping on Orlando because he had stole the chain from Trayvon, right? Now, I'm about to break a lot of stuff down. For all y'all that's new to the channel, y'all gonna have to catch up because it will be very repetitive to my audience because my audience is quite hip to a lot of this Tupac stuff that I already covered. So I'm not gonna go way back, but I'm gonna bring it back enough for you to, if you know the Tupac story, to catch up, right? Now, there's always been this story about the Lakewood Mall incident where Orlando Anderson tried to take Trayvon chain, and that's why they had to fight because it was a bounty on death row chains. So Orlando and them tried to get the bounty for the death row chain, right? That's the urban legend. That's the myth, right? That is the alibi story to make you to think that, oh damn it, sorry TikTok, my phone died. That's the alibi for the hit on Tupac, allegedly, right? So being that you seen the fight, you say, nah, Tupac got killed, man, because that nigga Orlando was real. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know this nigga. You just going off the reputation, the urban legend, that Orlando was this super duper killer that they didn't go to jail, right? But he was just this super duper killer. Now, I'm not saying that he wasn't a dude that got busy. I'm not saying he's a dude that may not have killed somebody before. I don't know, right? But I do know this, right? There's a bunch of super duper killers in everybody goddamn neighborhood, right? And for the most part, all them super duper killers, they story end with they ass getting killed too, right? And that ain't no disrespect and no shot to Orlando because he wound up getting killed, right? But and this don't have nothing in relation to what I'm saying with that. I'm just saying that would, if he was that, that would be make my point, right? You heard of the illest dudes, uh, from Billy the Kid to the Son of Sam to, like, it don't matter. Motherfuckers all get gunned down at the end of the day, right? So all men are created equal. It can happen to anybody, right? So and my point to say that is that if Orlando did do this, him and Keefy D had so many interactions with Suge and the Mar Paru dudes after that happened that you heard all these war stories about Suge and the Mar and Paru. You tell me nothing would have happened to these dudes by the hands of them? They wouldn't even had a crash test dummy just go and crash out on them to, like, if they were really responsible, right? No, they wasn't responsible. And y'all believe that because you seen a video, right? And being that you saw a video and you heard these stories about this dude Orlando Anderson or Baby Lane, he get busy, it's easy for you to believe that Pac got killed in retaliation for jumping on Orlando, right? Now, like I said, I'm not going to go all the way back and break it down, but I'm going to give y'all enough so y'all can know that this Compton pig is just in the mud, just splashing in the mud and just making it messy because that's what he do, trying to cover his tail. Now, once again, here's my theory, right? And everything that I'm saying is alleged because I was nowhere around Death Row or the West Coast at the time Tupac got killed, right? This is just from my observation, from doing research, from Reggie, Keefy D, all these guys doing all these interviews because they telling the story. You just got to pick the pieces together and out and put the puzzle together, and then you'll get Tupac face, right? If you intelligent enough to move the pieces around the right way, right? So now I told y'all that the Lakewood Mall incident was not over a death row bounty. There was no death row bounty, no bounty on death row chains. There's enough people that was on the West Coast that was heavily involved, whether it was with death row records or Bloods, Crips, whatever, to know that that story is bullshit, right? For one, okay. Two, I reiterate, that fight was not over a chain. If you listen to Reggie, he tells it, right? If you listen to all these guys, they tell it. The dude, K Dub, said it was not, the fight was not over a chain, right? So when you hear that story, remember Reggie told Frank that story, right? And told him to lie about it. Why would Reggie be telling that story and tell him to lie about it and make it up for alibi? Because he thought Tupac was going to get violated. And Tupac didn't even get arrested for you to be making no goddamn alibi for him. Like the world didn't see that fight. You know, Orlando didn't press no charges. Orlando wasn't going to go to court and say, oh, or to the precinct. The police was right there. He can say, yeah, it was Tupac. He did it. He didn't cooperate. So you making up a lie is just for you to be making up the lie to try to cover up that allegedly y'all killed Tupac, right? So now listen. The incident at the Lakewood Mall was over set tripping. You heard the Dirty Compton Pig when he was mad at Trayvon say that Trayvon ain't from the neighborhood and he used to be a Crip. Used to be a Long Beach Crip, right? He said that, right? The Dirty Pig said that that Trayvon originally was from Long Beach, right? We know Orlando Anderson is originally from Long Beach, right? But he been a Crip. Trayvon was a Crip, right? Now, allegedly, because I didn't grow up over there. But you do the history, or go do the history, and you listen to the Dirty Compton Pig himself tell you that Trayvon was originally from Long Beach and he was a Crip, right? He said this himself, right? Now, when they ran into each other at the Lakewood Mall, it was because now, allegedly, Trayvon had jumped sets. He is now a Crip. And now a Mall Pyro, right? Now, you ain't got to just take it from me because y'all know me. If I tell y'all something, I'm going to pull a receipt for it, right? Let me pull a receipt for it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use of purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair uses of use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit educational personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. I will be using this content under fair use to criticize, comment, as well as research and news reporting. Okay? And this goes out this goes out courtesy of Vlad TV. Let's start right here.
He came to Compton was the day that celebrity basketball game. I think Biggie got killed that night.
Okay.
He went to Cal State Dominguez,
Okay.
play a celebrity basketball game.
That was later on.
That was later on?
Yeah. Well, Biggie got killed later on.
That was the night Biggie got killed. That was the closest he came to Compton.
Okay, got it.
That was, yeah.
So let's talk about Orlando for a second. Orlando's your nephew.
Yeah.
He's 12
I really
years?
don't want to talk about my nephew. I want to talk about me. And
Okay.
what happened with me.
All right, but I just want to establish Orlando is your nephew and you guys were very close.
Yes.
Okay. And from what I understand, Orlando was a thorough guy. He had a reputation for this, for being with the shit.
No, he was a good person. Very good person, good heart, everything. He was really a kid when that shit happened, homie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shortly before the Vegas incident, Trayvon Lane gets jumped at the Lakewood Mall.
He really initiated that whole thing.
Really?
It was him and two other guys. I think his name was Kevin.
Now you heard that, right? Now he's saying Trayvon initiated the whole thing, allegedly, right? Now listen, he said him and it was two other guys. Now listen.
Since he came to Compton.
Okay, got it.
That was, yeah.
So let's talk about Orlando for a second. Orlando's your nephew.
Yeah.
He's 12
I really
years?
don't want to talk about my nephew. I want to talk about me. And
Okay.
what happened with me.
All right, but I just want to establish Orlando is your nephew and you guys were very close.
Yes.
Okay. And from what I understand, Orlando was a thorough guy. He had a reputation for this, for being with the shit.
No, he was a good person. Very good person, good heart, everything. He was really a kid when that shit happened, homie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shortly before the Vegas incident, Trayvon Lane gets jumped at the Lakewood Mall.
He really initiated that whole thing.
Really?
It was him and two other guys. I think his name was Kevin Woods and some other dude.
Okay.
Now keep in mind that's Trayvon, Kevin Woods. Kevin Woods is K-Dub, right? And another guy. Now remember, in that paperwork with Keefe D, they said Reggie gang or Reggie's crew allegedly that he was selling drugs with was who? Trayvon and K-Dub, right? K-Dub, Trayvon is at the Lakewood Mall, right? With the whole chain story, right? Which is not, you'll come to find out Trayvon never said nothing. K-Dub did an interview and said that that's not true. It wasn't over no bounty, over no chain, right? But just remember the connection. Reggie is alleged to be the drug supplier, and allegedly K-Dub and Trayvon were selling drugs with Reggie at one point, allegedly, according to this paperwork, right? Then now you got them same three, right? You got the Lakewood Mall incident. Reggie is telling this story that they told, right? Right? So then you got Trayvon, who's the one that whispered in Pac ear, that sent Pac off, right? And then you got Trayvon, K-Dub. I don't know if K-Dub was there at the fight, but K-Dub was damn sure at the goddamn, in the entourage of the cars when the shooting happened, right? And K-Dub is in the car in front of Suge, right? So he's at the light, not Suge. K-Dub's at the light. Keep that in mind, right? But remember, K-Dub, Reggie, and Trayvon all grew up together in the same neighborhood. It is alleged that they were selling drugs together, right? And then they all have the same chain story somewhat. Well, Reggie using their story about the chain is no, Reggie using their chain incident as the alibi to is the reason to why Pac jumped on Orlando, right? Now listen to what Keefy D say.
Matter of fact, the other dude's mom is from our neighborhood. Her name is what's her name? Her last name Stamps. I don't know if Vanessa Stamps. Her son was up there with him. I don't know why he turned blood, I guess, but his mama and all his uncles was from our neighborhood.
You see? He turned blood, I guess, right? His mother was from our neighborhood, right? Okay. Now, watch what he say next. It wasn't over no chain. It was over set tripping. Watch.
Since he came to Compton.
Okay, got it.
That was, yeah.
So let's talk about Orlando for a second. Orlando's your nephew.
Yeah.
He's 12
I really
years.
don't want to talk about my nephew. I want to talk about me.
Okay.
What happened with me.
All right, but I just want to establish Orlando is your nephew and you guys were very close.
Yes.
Okay. And from what I understand, Orlando was a thorough guy. He had a reputation for this, for being with the shit.
No, he was a good person. Very good person, good heart, everything. He's really a kid when that shit happened, homie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shortly before the Vegas incident, Trayvon Lane gets jumped at the Lakewood Mall.
He really initiated that whole thing.
Really?
It was him and two other guys. I think his name was Kevin Woods and some other dude.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the other dude's mom is from our neighborhood. Her name is what's her name? Her last name Stamps. I don't know if Vanessa Stamps. Her son was up there with him. I don't know why he turned blood, I guess, but his mama and all his uncles from our neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay. So a fight happens at the Lakewood Mall and they try to take Trayvon's death row chain.
One of my little homeboys, he was a football player getting ready to go to college. He was at the Lakewood Mall at the World Foot Locker. He was up there waiting, you know what I'm saying, by himself. Trayvon Lane, Woods, and the dude, the Stamp boy. They was up there pressing him, talking crazy to him. Woo, woo. So when the homies came in there, they see my little homie see him. So he tried to sock Trayvon and sock him in and snatch the chains. Knocked him into the shoe rack.
But they didn't actually get the chain, did they?
Yeah, they got the chain.
They got the chain.
Yeah.
Okay, because this story differs when you depending on who you talk to.
That shit was like $300-$400 chain. It wasn't no they said they had a bounty on it, nothing like that.
Okay, because that was another story that allegedly there was a $10,000 bounty on death row chains. And I've talked to people in death row, like artists and so forth, and that was the word that was circulating at death row, that there was $10,000 bounties on these chains.
Word was on the street.
Now this dude Napoleon, I don't believe him. Yeah, I no disrespect, I don't trust him. His cousin is the one that killed goddamn Gaddafi, right? And he's super cool with Trayvon and K-Dub and them. So they could have easily poisoned his goddamn mind. So I don't even listen to nothing that he say, because he wasn't there either at that mall. Well, I just don't trust him. No disrespect to you, homie. I just don't trust him.
A Mayweather fight these days.
Yeah. Maybe bigger.
Bigger, yeah. I would say that.
Yeah.
Because Tyson was a more exciting.
Yeah.
boxer.
Crowd, yeah.
He would come in, knock someone
Yeah,
out in
yeah,
a
all
minute
that.
and a half, and everyone would go crazy.
Yeah.
Whereas Mayweather would just win. But
Yeah,
you know.
I heard he say, I need 5 seconds with the guy.
Right.
I'm like, damn, 5 seconds with me? What I do to you, dude? You know?
Okay. So you guys decide to go down to Vegas. And you guys have been going down to Vegas for fights for a while.
Yeah. Before the rappers.
Before
All
the rappers.
that, yeah. Before Suge even had his record company. He was going to the fights.
Okay.
Yeah. And Puff. Before they had their record company. Like 88, 89. 89 really, yeah. Yeah. Just another fight.
Because a bunch of actual gangsters were involved in that fight. It wasn't just Tupac. Tupac threw the first punch.
Yeah.
But, you know, Buntree, Neckbone, Suge, they all jumped in.
Yeah, I played. Neckbone was on our team too. You look
Okay.
at that football picture, yeah.
Okay, Trayvon Lane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all.
And I ran track against Buntree when he ran for Whaley. I ran for Roosevelt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they all jump on Orlando. You guys meet up. How was Orlando taking this whole situation?
How was he taking it?
Yeah. I mean, he just got jumped on. I mean, he wasn't seriously hurt.
No, he wasn't hurt like that.
Yeah.
He wasn't taking it bad. He just said he wanted to have a head up with him.
With Tupac?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we had seen them the day before. They had pulled up in them Rolls Royces at the MGM. It was Pac and what's his name. So all the girls was around there. He came, you know, like a player. Came and shook my hand. He recognized a player. Came and shook my hand. What up, KBD? Give him a little hug. Boom. Then Mike Tyson and Worry and dude Don King, they pulled up in them Azura Bentleys. So that shit looked like some Hot Wheels. So all the bitches went from the Rolls Royces over there to them Hot Wheels.
Right.
The pretty ass that was Bentley Auroras back then. Pretty motherfuckers looked like Hot Wheels. So I had ran into him the day before.
Okay. Well, but Orlando was involved in that particular situation. Was that Lakewood Mall situation. So then when they ran into each other at the MGM, Trayvon Lane tells everyone there, hey, that's one of the guys that was involved in that fight.
Yeah. Evidently, they because let me see how I can put this. Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. I heard he said that. They're gonna guys took my change. But Lane, Nando didn't take his change. What Lane gonna do with a $300 change? You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a change. We gonna have $5,000-$6,000 change on, like Suge gonna have on. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't the help. We was bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want no fucking they change, somebody else change. What we gonna do with somebody else change?
Okay. Well, when he said that, Tupac made a beeline to Orlando and hit him, and then at that point, everyone else mobbed in and start kicking him and punching him and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Well, you and Orlando and everyone else meets up, but you guys don't.
Once again, the chain story is a lie. KVD a kingpin at this time. What would they want with some little bullshit as death row chain that the nigga giving to the homies? And they getting money. That story came from the Dirty Compton Pig.
Don't have any guns.
Who said that?
Well, it was in the book. Until Zip.
Back then, pretty motherfuckers looked like Hot Wheels. Yeah, so I had ran into him the day before.
Okay. Well, but Orlando was involved in that particular situation. Was that Lakewood Mall situation. So then when they ran into each other at the MGM, Trayvon Lane tells everyone there, hey, that's one of the guys that was involved in that fight.
Yeah. Evidently, they because let me see how I can put this. Yeah, he did say that. He just said, I heard he said that. They go, the guy took my change. Well, Nando didn't take his change. What Lane gonna do with a $300 change? You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a change, and we gonna have $5,000-$6,000 change on, like Suge gonna have on. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't the help. We was bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't.
Now, here's another observation for y'all to pay attention to. Reggie takes everybody to the grand jury, right? Except for K-Dub and except for Trayvon. The ones he grew up with, that was around the fight, that was around the shooting, but he takes the Outlaws, Edie, and everybody else, right? But even the new grand jury that he just did, where he went and got Dirt Rock allegedly and all these other people to go testify for good. Why did Reggie bring Trayvon and K-Dub to the grand jury? And these niggas was at the shooting and at the fight. Let that marinate.
Want no fucking they change, somebody else change. What we gonna do with somebody else change?
Okay. Well, when he said that, Tupac made a beeline to Orlando and hit him, and then at that point, everyone else mobbed in and start kicking him and punching him and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Well, you and Orlando and everyone else meets up, but you guys don't have any guns.
Who said that?
Well, it was in the book. Until Von Zip came in the picture.
This dude's lying, bro. I'm telling you. His first statement was it was the dirty Compton death row cops that killed Tupac, right? And then you got Greg Caden and them to come back over there to him and get him to change up his goddamn story. That where Greg Caden got his story from who? Reggie. Southside killed Biggie because they didn't get their money in retaliation for killing Tupac. Right? Right? Yeah. Yo, this is crazy. Now check this out, man.
Yeah. All right, let's I don't want to talk about that.
Now check it. This is his first interview right here, right? Now when Vlad asks him, says, "Oh, well, y'all ain't no gun," he said, "Who said that?" He said it was in the book. So he look at the dude that wrote the book. Like, yo, KVD didn't even read the book. Clearly, he did not read the book. He look at the dude that wrote the book. Like, yo, that's in the book? KVD wrote this book because Greg Caden put out the murder rap book. And he said, oh, he could do that. He already tell it, I'm going to write a book and make some money. And I wouldn't be surprised if Reggie coached him into it. Because Reggie's definitely the one that set him up to do these interviews.
Orlando was involved in that particular situation, was that Lakewood Mall situation. So then when they ran into each other at the MGM, Trayvon Lane tells everyone there, hey, that's one of the guys that was involved in that fight.
Yeah. Evidently, they because let me see how I can put this. Yeah, he did say that. He did say, I heard he said that. They go, the guy took my change. Well, Lane, Nando didn't take his change. What Lane gonna do with a $300 change? You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a change, and we gonna have $5,000-$6,000 change on, like Suge gonna have on. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, we wasn't the help. We was bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want no fucking they change, somebody else change. What we gonna do with somebody else change?
Okay. Well, when he said that, Tupac made a beeline to Orlando and hit him, and then at that point, everyone else mobbed in and start kicking him and punching him and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Well, you and Orlando and everyone else meets up, but you guys don't have any guns.
Who said that?
Well, it was in the book until Von Zip came in the picture.
Yeah. All right, let's. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, but it is in the book.
Okay, yeah. Let them read about it.
Okay, and I guess Foxy Brown was with Zip.
Let them read about it.
Okay. Well, according to the book, which there's going to be a link in the video that you could actually order from.
That's right. Matter of fact, let me see my book.
You want to go ahead and show the book?
Yeah, let's show the book. Yeah, this is my book here. I would like you guys to buy it and get the real truth instead of from a cop or some fucking industry people, some bullshit. You getting it from a real motherfucker. So
this right here is what's going to slam his ass in court. They definitely going to use this clip right here in court. I promise you. Him saying that they're getting the real thing from instead of getting it from a cop. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, right? He wrote this book based off of what Greg Caden put out. So he really copied what Greg Caden put out instead of like, yo, this cop going to sell my life. Man, I'm gonna put my own book out and make money. How are you going to just, and then BT and all these people, they all doing this, is man, I'm gonna do it. And he did it and it jammed him up, right? But that was his inspiration. Listen to what he's saying.
they because let me see how I can put this. Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. I heard he said that. They go, the guy took my change. Well, Lane, Nando didn't take his change. What Lane gonna do with a $300 change? You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a change. We gonna have $5,000-$6,000 change on, like Suge gonna have on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't, we wasn't the help. We was bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want no fucking they change, somebody else change. What we gonna do with somebody else change?
Okay. Well, when he said that, Tupac made a beeline to Orlando and hit him, and then at that point, everyone else mobbed in and start kicking him and punching him and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Well, you and Orlando and everyone else meets up, but you guys don't have any guns.
Who said that?
Well, it was in the book until Von Zip came in the picture.
Yeah. All right, let's. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, but it is in the book.
Okay, yeah. Let them read about it.
Okay, and I guess Foxy Brown was with Zip.
Let them read about it.
Okay. Well, according to the book, which there's going to be a link in the video that you could actually order from.
That's right. Matter of fact, let me see my book.
You want to go ahead and show the book?
Yeah, let's show the book. Yeah, this is my book here. I would like you guys to buy it and get the real truth instead of from a cop or some fucking industry people, some bullshit. You getting it from a real motherfucker. So go get the book, and you can get the real truth about this whole situation. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and read from the book passage.
Okay.
On getting a gun for the Tupac hit. While we were waiting for the valet to bring out our cars, Zip seized the opportunity and called me over to his Benz. Zip was a big-time New York player, pimp, and hustler who used to come out to California and handle his business and kick it with us sometimes. As I walked up to the driver's side, I noticed the rapper Foxy Brown was in the car with Zip. So he instructed her to step out of the car and motioned for me to jump in. Zip had a hidden compartment, and he opened up, reached in, and pulled back a 40 Glock.
Like I say,
he turned to me and said, "It's time to get the money."
Like I say, get your $20 and read about that part.
Okay. Well, you initially wanted to go talk to Suge about the whole situation.
Yeah. We was I felt we was on that type of level where we can just get this shit squashed, get a head up, and stuff like that. With Lane and Tupac.
You wanted to meet up with Suge, but you had no way of getting in contact with him.
Yeah, one of my homies from out there live out. We had some homies lived out there.
Okay.
Now, do that sound like a nigga that was trying to kill Tupac? He wanted to meet up with Suge and get a head up, right? Do that sound like he was in the car riding around looking for this nigga like he wanted to kill him? He wanted to get into, because they know each other. They all know each other. Reggie knows Keefy D prior to all of this. Niggas think we stupid.
I had heard some stories, supposedly that Suge used Tupac as a shield when the bullets started flying, but that's some bullshit. Suge was already wounded, and he was the one that got touched. As the rounds continued flying, I ducked down so I wouldn't get hit.
Basically, yeah.
White Cadillac, arm came out the back seat and started letting off.
What went through your head when you saw that?
They shoot my nigga.
So the bullets started flying. Tupac and Suge's car get all shot up. Was there, and I'd heard different versions of the story, but the one version I heard was that that their entourage started shooting back.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Does anyone from the death row side return fire?
Yes.
Okay. Can you say who that was?
Yeah, he's no longer with us. His name was Buntry.
Buntry.
One of Suge's right-hand guy, our good friend, Alton McDonald. He chased the car down. He also received one gunshot to his vehicle. His car was shot. He had a black Toyota Supra. And him and another guy returned shots at that car.
Simple Minds, Alive and Kicking Tour 2025.
Yeah, they saying they left their guns at home. No, they started shooting back. Then some chicks was in the sea breeze, started following a white sea breeze, ragtop sea breeze.
Why were the girls following you guys?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's crazy.
But I guess their window got shot out.
Front windshield, yeah. Yeah.
And they stopped following you at that point.
Exactly.
I've talked to a couple people.
These girls' front windshield never got shot out, y'all. I'm telling y'all this thing, he's making this up. The girl's front windshield never got shot out. You know what it is to shoot out a front windshield?
They were there about the situation. And from what they told me was that, you guys came up, the car that you were in came up behind Tupac's car. You guys the cars were not facing each other.
No, they weren't facing each other.
They were not facing each other.
Gutter lane.
You guys got up parallel to them, behind them. And, when you look side by side. So how would you even see Tupac reach for anything if you're driving behind him?
We weren't driving behind. I tell you, we were side by side at the light.
Oh, okay. You guys were already side by side.
Yeah.
So
That's another lie. That is another lie. They was not side by side at the light. Because remember, they made the right. K-Dub was in front of Suge, remember? Because Suge got complained about, he said K-Dub blocked him in, right? So K-Dub is at the light. Not Tupac and them is behind that first car, and Frank and them is behind and the Outlaws is behind Suge. Suge is in the series. This is why he couldn't take off. So he wasn't next to him at the goddamn light. He's lying. I'm telling y'all. He tried to make up a story because
You guys ended up going back to the hotel together afterwards.
Yeah.
Someone actually suggested, and from what they told me, was that, you know, you guys came up, you know, the car that you were in came up behind Tupac's car. You guys didn't, the cars were not facing each other.
No, they weren't facing each other.
They were not facing each other.
Gutter lane.
You guys got up parallel to them, behind them. And, you know, when you look
side by side.
Side by side. So how would you even see Tupac reach for anything if you're driving behind him?
We weren't driving behind. I tell you, we were side by side at the light.
Oh, okay. You guys were already side by side.
Yeah.
So you guys ended up going back to the hotel together afterwards.
Yeah.
Someone actually suggested that y'all pour out a little bit of liquor for Tupac.
No, I wouldn't pour out a little liquor for us. Pour it down our throat.
I'm going to read for the book.
Okay.
We made it back to the hotel. We popped our bottles and partied like it was any other night. Of course, someone suggested that we pour out a little for Tupac, which we did, and smoked our weed like we had planned to in the first place.
Yeah.
You see how you look at the dude that wrote the book? Nigga, you put that in there? Yo, you a fool, nigga. He not thinking this is going to land him in jail, right? But he don't know what's in the book. He never even read the book.
Yeah, well, I just made the book exciting on him. We ain't putting out no liquor for him.
You guys.
You heard what he said? I was just making the book exciting. We ain't pour out no liquor for him. Told you.
Behind Tupac's car. You guys didn't, the cars were not facing each other.
No, they weren't facing each other.
They were not facing each other.
Gutter lane.
You guys got up parallel to them, behind them. And, you know, when you look
side by side.
Side by side. So how would you even see Tupac reach for anything if you're driving behind him?
We weren't driving behind. I tell you, we were side by side at the light.
Oh, okay. You guys were already side by side when it
Yeah.
happened. So you guys ended up going back to the hotel together afterwards.
Yeah.
Someone actually suggested that y'all pour out a little bit of liquor for Tupac.
No, I wouldn't pour out a little liquor for us. Pour it down our throat.
I'm going to read for the book.
Okay.
We made it back to the hotel. We popped our bottles and partied like it was any other night. Of course, someone suggested that we pour out a little for Tupac, which we did, and smoked our weed like we had planned to in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just made the book exciting on him. We ain't pouring out no liquor for him.
You guys didn't pour out any liquor for Tupac.
I just, that was a suggestion, but I ain't pouring out no liquor for him. That was a suggestion of one of the homies, yeah.
Okay. So you guys leave Vegas, what, the next day?
Yeah. Left the next day, that Monday.
Well, you said that you guys went and stashed the gun, I guess, on one of the wheels in the Cadillac. But when you came back, the gun was gone.
Yeah.
You guys drove back in that white Cadillac back to LA.
No, I didn't drive
back to Compton. No?
No, I didn't drive it back.
Okay, well, somebody drove. Oh, one of the homies drove the Cadillac. Okay, got it. And then you guys went and got the Cadillac repainted, I guess?
Yeah, you got it painted white, turned it back in.
Okay, and it was a rental?
Yeah.
And then you said, you told Baby Lane, don't tell nobody what happened, not even your mama. Don't say a motherfucking thing.
Nobody.
If anyone asked what happened, nothing.
Yeah. Told the whole car that. We came back Sunday. That Monday, we was all sitting on in our neighborhood. Reggie Sr., the captain of the Compton Police, comes up, run the stop sign. I guess he had just finished debriefing his soldiers at the Compton PD. He run our stop sign on my street, came up, jumped out of his car and like, hey, motherfucker, let me tell you something, KPD, you killed my son, motherfucker, it's on. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Fuck you. You know, he was like, I'm just telling you, motherfucker, the belt's coming off. Like, this motherfucker's stupid. Then 2 hours later, he get our little trap spot raided, take all our guns, all that shit. So it was basically the city of Compton police is against the South Sides. So, but it was some dudes from the Compton police that I went to school with and played football with at Compton High. A Blue, Bookman, Eric Perry, and they all came over there and say, we ain't with that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? We from the Crip side. And we ain't with that bullshit. Y'all watch y'all asses, try to stay out of Compton. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we know that they was going to come with the Compton polices.
Well, the Compton police were working with Death Row, right?
Exactly.
Right.
They got red cars, all that bullshit.
Right. And I talked to Reggie about this particular situation. He said, yeah, my father threatened Keefe D and said nothing better happened to my son. Keefe said that your dad threatened Keefe about Keefe going after you once the war broke out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah. I didn't believe it when I heard it, but you know, everybody, I'm on social media with everybody. I comment everybody. And some people told me, yeah, he said this about your dad. So I go, Reggie, what you? He said, oh yeah. He said, I went over there. He said, when I heard they were talking about doing this and doing that, I told those niggas, been not having the Reggie Jr. because you know he knew I was running with him. Because if y'all do, y'all gonna have some problems.
Yeah, he co-signed that whole situation.
Yeah, he did. And Reynolds, you know, maybe about the day before she'll go to court, I get a call, nephew saying, meet me at the lawyer's office. Get there, it's Reynolds, Reggie, and fucking Suge came cast us out. You know what I'm saying, you know, for the court appearance.
That cashed you out?
Yeah.
Suge paid you?
Paid us $60,000. Yeah.
That was for Orlando to testify on Suge's behalf?
Yeah.
That was done between attorneys. I was there. How it happened was Edie Fall. You
see how they be lying? Suge was in jail, first of all. KVD said Reggie Sr. was there. Here go Reggie Jr. talking about, yeah, I was there. Yeah, it was he. Reggie, you wasn't there. You lying. Your father was there. And allegedly, I bet they was getting Orlando to testify to make sure Suge went to jail. Not go to jail. They wanted his ass to go to jail.
Why is filing your taxes with Free Tax USA different? Well, for starters, our premium federal tax
department, you know what I'm saying? He buying fucking all kind of say Dominguez, and they give him a party the next night.
But at this point, you know, there's a whole rumor over
that Puff owes $1 million and say Dominguez, and they give him a party the next night.
But at this point, you know, there's a whole rumor over
that Puff owes $1 million. And
there's a rumor that Puff owes you $1 million, but you guys don't have $1 million. So was there any sort of conversations, tensions, anything?
Big dog, Puff now was they was just getting started. I had more money than them. He was just getting started back then.
$1 million still $1 million.
You're right. Like I said, he was just getting started. He was I was filling the tubs up, Dom Perignon and Cristal. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one showed him how to ball like that. Because he was drinking White Lightning. You know what I'm saying? Him and Andre Herrera, we was at the room in Anaheim. I filled the tubs up full of ice, Dom Perignon and Cristal and stuff like that. It wasn't them. They was drinking White Lightning. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the next night, Biggie gets killed.
Yeah, I seen I seen him at the House of Blues. No, yeah, House of Blues on Sunset. He came up to the window talking to me and stuff, and he telling me that they was gonna be at a celebrity game. We met him up there, and that Daz was up there acting the damn fool.
You guys got into it with Daz?
Snoop and the Dog Pound, they was cool because they went to Snoop and Freaky was kind of friends. So he don't.
Do I got to repeat it or did y'all hear it? Do I got to repeat it or did y'all hear it? They was chilling at the celebrity basketball game. He said, in Snoop and Freaky Dre, which is Big Dre in the back seat in the car with Orlando in that myth story. Snoop and Freaky Dre is cool like that. Now, Tupac just died 6 months ago. And you telling me Snoop is cool, allegedly, with the dude that's supposed to have been in the car that killed Tupac? All right. And remember, Snoop did the whole hard white compilation with them too. Y'all remember that, right?
I'm the one showed him how to ball like that because he was drinking White Lightning. You know what I'm saying? Him and Andre Herrera, we was at the room in Anaheim. I filled the tubs up full of ice, Dom Perignon and Cristal and stuff like that. It wasn't them. They was drinking White Lightning. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the next night, Biggie gets killed.
Yeah. I seen I seen him at the House of Blues. No. Yeah, House of Blues on Sunset. He came up to the window talking to me and stuff, and he telling me that they was gonna be at a celebrity game. We met him up there, and that Daz was up there acting the damn fool.
You guys got into it with Daz?
Snoop and the Dog Pound, they was cool because they went to Snoop and Freaky was kind of friends. So he the only one was acting a damn fool. I like, man, you better get that little bitch or we do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was an off-brand Crip anyway. You know what I'm saying? With no real Crip. Yeah.
So then Biggie gets killed.
Just at the celebrity game when we seen the Dog Pound up there.
Yeah.
Then that night we went up to the Peter Peters Museum. And went up in there. He gave us maybe 12 passes to get in. Got in there. He pulled me to the side and said the FBI is in the building. So be careful. So we went on the other side and started our own little party. Shit. If he wouldn't have called us off, probably Biggie wouldn't have never probably got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you react when you found out Biggie got killed that night?
I was fucked up.
Because you had met Biggie before and
all that, party and all that.
You guys partied
We've been
together.
on them 3-4 years by then.
Yeah.
I was fucked up.
Okay.
They came back in there. Biggie dead. And the LAPD, I feel they made a mistake because they was directing traffic out instead of taping the whole thing off. I done been in scenes where.
Get ready for the big game with Spectrum. Bring your entire family together for the best seamless TV viewing experience. Watch.
They hooked up the task force.
So there was a 146-man task force.
On our whole crew, following people around.
150 agents. Okay.
But the other dudes that stood up and said, man, we got you on several murders.
And the amount of drugs that we.
98%.
The feds.
Yeah. So they showed me, the first day they pulled down a thing and showed me a little bit. So it was right before the holidays. They said, enjoy your holidays. Come back here on the 9th of January and let us know your decision, what you want to do. But they was talking about, we want you to do the, what's that dude name that Denzel played? Frank Lucas. We want you to do the Frank Lucas. So that morning on the 9th, I said, motherfucker, let me tell you something. I'm not going to sell out none of my peers and none of that shit. I'm going to tell you what the fuck I did, and I know what you want. Like, yeah, you're right. They had already had all the evidence, dude. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said the motherfucking thing. They already knew everything. Because while I was in jail in 98, 99, they kept coming up there. They were showing me that they had me because they put a position where we were sitting in the cars.
What I told y'all. Now remember this. Now he's saying they already showed him some of this shit, and then they left, told him, yo, come back. He went back the next morning. Boom, boom, boom. Then they came in here and showed him in jail. Yo, they showed him some more of the shit where they sitting at, positioned in the cars. Where did they get that information from? Who was the number one suspect? Reggie, right? So then Reggie tell them Southside killed Biggie in retaliation for not getting their money for killing Tupac, right? So if Gray Caden and the police come to Keefe D and they showing them who's in the car, what positions they was in, sitting already in, who the hell told them that? If Keefe D didn't tell them that, which remember, Keefe D told them in the beginning when they asked him who killed Tupac, he said the dirty cops that work for Death Row. Right? So now they come back to him and they change. By the time he get the Great Caden, they changing it. This is what you're going to say, allegedly. Right? Because if you hear what he said initially, yo, it was the dirty cops at Death Row that killed Tupac. That's what he said. Suge said, if you solve one murder, you solve both murders, right? Okay. So what do you got here now? Keefe D said, yo, they came to me telling me already what was happening, where we was already positioned in the cars. Where they get that information from? Who was the first person to call anybody and say that it was Southside Crips? Reggie. Reggie called his father and told him that it was Southside that did that to that shot Tupac. With no police investigation. Today, this case ain't even solved. But the night it happened, Reggie was able to call his pops and tell him Southside did it. And his pops called around and told other cops Southside shot Tupac. And that spread it through the streets of Compton before Suge, Pac, anybody got back to Compton. It was already said that Orlando and them already did it because of the fucking fake ass fight, which we getting ready to get into next, right after this. Listen to Keefe D tell you again.
So that morning on the 9th, I said, motherfucker, let me tell you something. I'm not going to sell out none of my peers and none of that shit. I'm going to tell you what the fuck I did, and I know what you want. Like, yeah, you're right. They had already had all the evidence, dude. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said the motherfucking thing. They already knew everything. Because while I was in jail in 98, 99, they kept coming up there. They were showing me that they had me because they put a position where we were sitting in the cars. You know what I'm saying? They kept on showing me. And they was telling me that your friend Corey is telling on you. I'm like, damn, you know, you really heard it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was really.
They was lying to him, saying his boy was lying to him because Corey wasn't in the car, or C. Ray, or whoever the hell they talking about. Was not. You got them talking about T. Brown Freaky, Drake, Orlando, and Keefy D. Right? Now, check this out.
%.
The feds.
Yeah. So they showed me the first day they pulled down a thing and showed me a little bit. So it was right before the holidays. They said, enjoy your holidays. Come back here on the 9th of January and let us know your decision, what you want to do. But they was talking about we want you to do the what's that dude name that Denzel played? Frank Lucas. We want you to do the Frank Lucas. So that morning on the 9th, I said, motherfucker, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna sell out none of my peers or none of that shit. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I did, and I know what you want. Like, yeah, you're right. They had already had all the evidence, dude. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said the motherfucking thing. They already knew everything. Because while I was in jail in 98, 99, they kept coming up there. They were showing me that they had me because they put a position where we were sitting in the cars. You know what I'm saying? They kept on showing me. And they was
And where y'all think they got that information from? Now, here's where your mind get blown if you never seen this before, right? For all y'all to think that Tupac jumped on Orlando and that wasn't staged, that it wasn't a setup. Let me show you something. Shout out to Michael Carlin. I'm still under fair use, using this under fair use. Check this out. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna come back and narrate it. Check this out. Now, looking at this video, playing it back, y'all think that the Orlando Anderson thing was just a coincidence? That they just saw this dude and this dude told Tupac, yo, that's the dude right there, took the chain. And they jumped on this, and y'all don't see all this orchestrated movement. How did somebody just come walk Orlando away like that? With all those police standing there. Now, I don't know for a fact if that's Reggie's father, Greg Caden, Kevin Gaines, or anybody that, this video is insinuating. But if you look at all the movement and all the pointing out and watching these dudes standing on like these guys right there that's being pointed out, it don't make sense. You tell me Orlando was by himself in Vegas at that time? Nobody was walking with him. Nobody's with him. He's just by himself. And he was just standing there. No, he shook that guy's hand. And now they're going to walk out together. So if you think the Orlando Anderson thing, like he was just ironically standing there by himself, just waiting for Trayvon to be like, yo, they go the guy right there that took my chain. If you believe that story, you might want to rethink it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Okay? Don't forget Michael Moore hearing got him over Reggie's walkie-talkie. The same thing that goddamn Warren G was hearing over Snoop's walkie-talkie. I mean, if y'all just can't put it together, like, damn, do I just gotta really just spell it all the way out? Like, it's very, very obvious at this point. Reggie has talked way too much for you not to see it. But it's more to come. I got more for y'all. All right. Choke no joke. I'll holler back. Peace.
Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her.
Choke no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah now.
Choke no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Choke get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air. You clowns, I see the envy that you breathe, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm poppin' cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. Still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats, cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload. When Larry tried to turn me into a mole, told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. On the ones and twos, choker. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eden Wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad. Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke.